This video is on section 1.2. It's going to go along with your My Math Lab assignments number 5 and number 6. We're going to do several small videos on 1.2 so that we can cover everything carefully. Two definitions first of all. Number 1, a relation is a set of ordered pairs. That's just a set of points, a set of ordered pairs, no particulars, just points on a graph. That leads us to the second definition, which is a function. It's a set of ordered pairs, but then it has more, where no first coordinate is repeated. Now remember, the first coordinate is typically your x value, so no x can be repeated in a function. We'll be using function notation, where we've been saying y equals 2x plus 1. You'll hear us begin to refer to this as f of x equals 2x plus 1. F of x has taken the place of y. There are definitions for domain and range, and you'll see these repeated several times in your notes. Now these are in my own words. For domain, the set of all first coordinates, this is the x value, the allowable quantity that can be substituted into a problem, or the input, what you put into the problem. Range is the set of all second coordinates, that's the y values, or that would be the output, the answer that you get out. Now let's look at some problems such as they'll look in your homework. First, they're going to give you some tabular problems and ask you to indicate if these are relations or functions. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is look at how these are mapped and think of these as ordered pairs. If domain is x and range is y, then I'm going to have 2, 1, 4, 3, and 6, 5. Now, if you'll notice these x's, there are no repeating x's. Therefore, this is a function. As we look at the second one, again, let's look at our mapping and change these into ordered pairs. Negative 1, 0. Now again, negative 1 also maps with 5. Negative 2 with 5. And negative 3 with 8. Now in a function, remember, you look at your x's. And right here you see repeated x's. This cannot be a function. It is a relation. The second two problems are probably the way you would hope these all would be. Quite simple, quite straightforward. They're going to give you ordered pairs and ask you, do you have a relation or a function? Well, first of all, let's examine the x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, all different x's, no x's repeated, so we have a function. Now let's list the domain and the range. Remember, domain is your listing of x's, so let's just list them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Range is your listing of y's. That would be, now here we're starting with the y values, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay. Second problem, again, to see if we have a function, we look at x's. 0, 1, 4, 1. Okay, notice there's a 1, there's a 1, they repeat, so we have a relation. Now we can go ahead and find domain and range. Domain is all of the x's. 0, 1, 4, and then it repeats 1 again, it repeats 4 again, and usually they would not list these again. Range, this would be your y's. 0, 1, 2, negative 1, and negative 20. Now we're going to actually make use of function notation here to simplify some problems. They'll give you a function here, f of x equals x squared minus 2x plus 3, and they're going to ask us to solve for f of 2. Now remember, the f of x takes the place of y. I'm really finding y when x is 2, so I'm going to replace. In place of this x, I'm going to put this 2 every time. So that'll be 2 squared minus 2 times 2 plus 3. It's going to be 4 minus 4 plus 3. So I end up with 3 as my value. The second one, I'm going to replace with negative 1. Negative 1 squared minus negative 1, minus 2 times negative 1 plus 3. Well, you square a negative, you get a positive. Negative times negative, you get a positive. And if you add 3 and 2 is 5, one more would be 6. Now, sometimes in science courses, they will ask you to replace variables. So now my x becomes 2a squared minus 2 times 2a plus 3. So that is 4a squared minus 4a plus 3. And there are no like terms. There's nothing that we can add or combine, so that would be our answer. This next one is to be sure that we can square a binomial. In place of x, I'm going to put x plus 3 each time. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you cannot take x plus 3 squared in your head, you need to go over to scratch paper and do the old FOIL method for multiplying that out. But I'm going to show you the mental method for doing this. Square the first term, that's x squared. Multiply the first two together times 2, that would be plus 3x times 2, that would be 6x. And square the last, that would be 9. Now again, square the first times second times 2, square the last. And then we'll distribute and add like terms. So I'll have x squared, 6x minus 2x would be plus 4x, 9 minus 6 would be 3, and 3 more would be 6. Now we'll stop this video and pick up with the next one.